Okay, that is an absolute, this girl right here, I managed to get a little bit of sleep tonight, because my Aunt Mary, let me shut the door, because my Aunt Mary is resting, the one that has cancer. I am over here staying with her. But I woke up all ago and I turned on the TV, and of course this is the first thing that popped up. She is so absolutely delusional beyond anything I could ever comprehend. For one thing, this one girl, whoever she's talking about, I never commented anything about her. Not ever. And number two, these insane people that, when you know that you're getting to people is when they constantly keep bringing you up. If you think that what you say to me about me, if you think you matter to me, you are so insignificant. You could come on here and talk about me 24/7. I don't give two shits. Do you understand? Okay? If I was so fake, okay, I'm a very intelligent person. If I was so fake, I am smart enough how to hide stuff, okay? How to delete stuff. I didn't do that, okay? And for the smart ass that's going on there and saying, supposedly, I guess I'm deleting messages. No, I'm not, okay? Because I don't give two shits. I really, really don't. And I'm at a place right now where I'm so angry about what's going on with my aunt that it is fueling that anger even more. For you assholes out there who think that you know all of that, no, you don't. Did not even want to go into this. Several years ago, my daughter was dating a person by Eric Evan Browning. Probably about 11, 12 years ago, this was all over my Facebook. He was very abusive to my daughter, and I wanted to put it into it. I'm not going to go into every single detail. I'm just going to kind of outline stuff. Well, he was a narcissistic abuser who was mistreating and abusing my daughter. And that was not going to happen with me when I found out. So I abruptly put it into it. And the night that I did, he threatened my life. The police was called. Why they didn't arrest him that night, I'll never understand. That he threatened my life right there in front of the cops. And I don't know if they just didn't take it seriously, or I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Oh well, 2 days later, him and 6 other men broke into my house. Sorry. They broke into my house. I got beat up, dragged to a couch with a gun pointed to my head, threatened. Why? He was standing over me with the gun. The others was ransacking and stealing stuff. Thank you, God, in heaven above. My daughter and my son was in school. Husband was at work, or worthless husband. And they were taking it out to the car, and he had went back into the bedroom, and I thought it was to kill my 2 small dogs, but it was to find this computer-like, reader-like thing. I can't even remember the name of it now. I can't remember the name of it. And I knew right then when he was back there, I had one chance. If I didn't get up and run up the door, I was going to die. And for y'all who think that I'm lying, this was all over the news. This was all in the papers. So, and I'm not a liar. So I proceeded to run out the door like a banshee, screaming my head off. And when I had opened up that door and ran out, those others was walking up the sidewalks. So God really saved me, because had I not gotten up right then, things would have been really, really bad. So when I go out and start screaming, of course, that causes them to run off. And he comes running and takes a shot at me as he's running away. Did not hit me, hit the ground. As you can imagine, there was cops, detectives, ambulances, everything. But I'm not going into all the details, but I will tell you this, for those who don't believe in a higher power. I had went to go take a bath that morning, and for whatever reason, the hot water was off, and I had to call Oklahoma Natural Gas. And it's not funny, it's not, but when all that was going down, I saw Oklahoma Natural Gas guy drive by in the truck, and his eyes almost was busting out of his head, because he was like, what did I almost get myself into? Well, there was a big manhunt, and they found 3 of them. I'm not going to give any more names, because I don't want any more to come back on me and my family, but for those, everything was in the paper and on the news show. But there was a big manhunt, and they found 3 of them. They ended up finding Eric. There was a trial. I just a lot of resentment and stuff is starting to come out. Well, while he had gotten out on whatever that's called, and he had assaulted and almost beat to death and assaulted a 12-year-old girl. Well, he served some time. This was a couple of years later. He had served some time in prison, and you know that call whenever they tell you that inmate da-da-da-da-da is fixing to get out. It's probably the second scariest time of my life. He got out. And this is several years later, okay? Well, he always told me that he always threatened me while he was in prison. And he always told me, that people were going to be after me. Well, this is when my life took an abrupt turn. That's the videos that everybody's talking about. I would see him, but like from a distance, or like I would see relatives of his. I seen 3 of his female relatives one night parked outside my house. And I to this day can't tell you exactly what was going on. I'm sure I probably sounded crazy in some of those. I was absolutely terrified for my life, scared to death, thought I was gonna die, all because I stopped him from abusing my daughter, because had my daughter stayed with him, she wouldn't be here to this day. And this is not the first incident. When we went back into his history, this was which we did not know about. This was his history. I mean, his life. He's just a horrible, evil man. I don't know where he's at or what he's doing now. I don't want to know. But whether this was a group of people that he knew, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But I know that there was things that happened to me. I know that he was involved. This was several years ago. Now, with that being said, and I did not want to share any of this, and like I said, I did not go into a lot of what happened, which was just horrific that day, just trying to give the outline. So, that's when I came across Candy Grand Prix channel. And when I first came across her channel, like everybody else, I had sympathy. I felt sorry for her. I was like, this girl. So that's when I had messaged her about some jackets. Does she need some jackets? Is she cold? My life went on. I got caught up with things, forgot about it. And it was, I don't know, because this has been a long time ago, so I don't know, maybe several months later, a year later, I don't know. But I come across some of her channels, and I seen how she was treating some kids, and just how she was treating people in the streets as general, and I was like, all this time's gone by, look how she's treating these people, nothing's changed in her situation, she's begging, and I never did any of that, okay? Whatever I experienced was from some horrific man who was beating my daughter, who tried to murder me, who, I don't know, okay? I don't know. I don't know. It was some evil, I don't know. But I've always tried to be as kind and generous and giving to people as I can. And the more videos of Candy's that I saw, just how she treated people was horrific, terrible. She acted so entitled. She is such a narcissist, demanding money, expecting the world to take care of her. Just in basically the way she treated people was horrible. So year after year, she says I've been stalking her all these years. No. When you're on social media, like she's on constantly, you come across her channels. So the more of her videos I'd see, and year after year would go by, I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a video. So the videos that I make about Candy Grand Prix, not one time has it ever been about anything other than how she treats people, the begging, the narcissism, the entitlement. That's what it's been about. So those of you who, for one, don't believe me, I wasn't put on this earth to make you believe anything. I don't owe anyone an explanation, but because I am not a liar, that's one thing I don't like. And it did seem kind of weird, I'll give you that. So that's why I gave you an explanation. Like I said, I'm not stupid, okay? I knew, well, can't say I knew because I really didn't think about it, but I didn't bother to take down all the other videos. I'm not trying to hide anything. So Candy Grand Prix, you and your brainless friends, yeah, I was very, very sick. And my Aunt Mary, who I love very much, was diagnosed. They found out she had a tumor the size of a grapefruit in her brain. It's a very rare, aggressive, fast-acting cancer. 2 to 3 weeks ago, she could walk with help. Now she cannot even sit up. It's happening fast. So I came over here to be with her, okay? So you weren't my first priority. So you can sit there and lie and think that you caught somebody in this great ridiculous scheme against you, okay? No, you didn't, so shut up, okay? I'm here with my aunt, and she's been my very first priority because I'm not going to have very much more time to spend with her. So that is what happened. That is what is going on. Not deleting any messages, so you can shut up with that, you neon pea-sized brain, okay? If they were even there in the first place. Number 2, you didn't catch anyone at anything, Candy, okay? And, whoa, she spent her 3rd night on the streets. Compared to the percentage that you spend in hotels, please. If you claim to be homeless, isn't that homelessness? No, because you're not, because you spend your lifetime in hotels. And number 3, she is delusional, just like she was saying Angie Peterson was whatever that word is, y'all know what I'm talking about. She just comes up with things at the top of her head and said that I was making slanderous comments against this other girl. I don't even know what she's talking about. But what I do know, okay, is we come on here and we make videos about her character and about how she treats people. Candy Grand Prix and all her sleeve stack, whatever they are on there, do nothing. They stalk our every move. They stalk every one of our videos. They stalk every one of our comments. So who's obsessed with who? We get tired of the way that you treat people. We use your own videos and your own lives as examples. I'm sorry my voice is going out, y'all. But these people, they watch everything we do. And they read absolutely every comment. Okay, you're nothing. You are insignificant to me. I do not care what you have to say. You are not worthy of licking the bottom of my dirty tennis shoes. Okay? So go ahead and say whatever you want to say. Make up whatever lie you want to make up. I'll leave it up to people to either believe it, knowing their character, or to not believe it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It may piss me off some, yeah, but I ain't going to lose any sleep. Okay? So I hope this clarifies. And like I said, I don't lie. I'm not going to go into any more detail, but this was on the news and in the papers. So, a lot of lying on their end, I can tell you, but that's usually how it goes when people are bad and evil and they hurt other people. But for y'all, for those of y'all who's been so very kind when I was sick, and for my Aunt Mary, I love you. I can't thank you enough. Your kindness means so much to me in such an evil, evil time and scary time. Thank you guys so much, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Good night.